leaning downhill. A little bit of a snow dance working. Yo!
Hey! Welcome to Mount Lureville. This action ship is about overcoming fears. So what does that have to do with snowboarding? So when you're standing at the top of this hill looking down and it's really steep and you don't know quite how you're going to get down it, the tendency is to lean back away from it, to not really fully give it your all. If you don't fully lean down and send your whole body where you want to go, you end up wiping out. So whether or not you snowboard, I want to take us on a trip today where we can imagine fully leaning down the hill even when your biggest fears are in front of you. Okay, so try this. I want you to imagine that you're lifting your right arm in the air. So just imagine it. So don't actually do it, just think about it. So maybe you want to close your eyes and just think, okay, I'm lifting my right arm up, all the way up, 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 up. How does it feel? Can you feel your arm brushing past your ear maybe? And then you're going to slowly bring it down. So I'm going to do it. You're just going to imagine it. So I'm going to mirror you. You're going to imagine you're lifting your right arm up. Can you imagine your fingertips touching the air up there? And imagine that you're slowly bringing it down. Maybe you can imagine that you're feeling the air on your hand as you're doing that. And again, you're imagining you're lifting your arm. Are you enjoying lifting your arm in your imagination? Well, you can do anything you want in your imagination. So let's say we're really enjoying that. It's so fun to lift my arm. Okay, so that all took place simply in your imagination. So now I want you to actually do it. So you're going to actually lift your right arm. Ready? Here we go. And lift the right arm up and down. Notice, how did that feel? So now let's compare it to the other side. So lift your other arm, your left arm. So can you feel a difference between the two sides? Do you feel a difference at all? So now we're going to imagine that you're lifting your right arm while you actually do it. Okay, so you're going to imagine your right arm is going up, imagine it's going up, imagine it's going up as it does, and then you're going to imagine it's going down as you bring it down. And now compare that to the other side when we're just going to imagine that the arm is staying exactly where it is. It doesn't want to move because it's scared. You know, maybe there's something creepy crawly up there. Who knows? So you're going to keep your arm by your side, but you're going to try and physically lift it. So imagine you're keeping it by your side, but actually try and lift it up. And notice what happens. Can you feel the resistance in your body? So that's what's happening when we're not fully leaning down the hill and fully committing to our image that we want. We get this resistance in our body. And so when you're snowboarding or doing some kind of sport that requires you to have to give your full attention and really lean down the hill, it's like you're imagining yourself further in front of you than you actually are, because particularly when you're moving at a speed, you are further in front of you. So if you look right in front of you at the very next, centimetre of space, you're going to be left half of you up on the hill somewhere, and you'll probably be in the snow. So now I want you to imagine something in your life that is currently a big fear. So when you think of it, you know you want to go there, you know it's possible, you've seen other people do it. But when you imagine it, your body is resisting it, saying, no, I don't want to do that. And so obviously we can mentally say, yes, you can. But if your body is still holding back, it's still afraid, then you're not going to be able to fully be in that flow and ride that experience. And remember that your experience is going to be different from everyone else's experience. So even though you've watched other people go down the same hill, and you can learn from that, because you're going to be taking a slightly different path. And that is unknown, but it's really exciting. So imagine that situation, imagine that thing that's kind of scary, or very scary. And I want you to imagine that you are allowing yourself to go fully into it. So if you can imagine, remember the amazing superpowers video from few weeks ago, you can imagine your whole amazing superpowers going fully into this experience. So you're fully leaning down the hill, experiencing it. So that your energy, that thing that we can't see, but you just felt, right? You felt it, yes? That is really making a constant impression on your body, and it's constantly affecting how enjoyable the experience is and how much you're able to ride it. So what I want you to do is I want you to practice 3 times a day, like you're practicing leaning down the hill, putting all your weight on the front leg, seeing ahead of you and trusting that your body can guide you to your perfect outcome. So you're going to practice that 3 times a day. I want you to do that for 3 days. So that's 9 times. And after you've done that, you're going to write me a comment and you're going to let me know how that now feels. Maybe it's already started to make a change in your life. You've been able to let's just move forward and do it anyway. So that's what I have for you today. Your inspiration is your snowboarding, leaning down the hill. Your action is fully committing, fully leaning and trusting and letting yourself go into the unknown. And yes, remember to like this video if you do, and come to laurahanesfranklin.com and jump on the action ship list for more inspiration and action directly to you just when you need it. And I will see you there. Bye.